All right, this third one is 3 secant of 3x plus pi over 2 plus 7. Now I'm going to have to apologize to you because there's just no way that I can do a plus 7 on this graph and make it look good. So I'm going to do everything except for that and trust that you guys can shift this graph up by 7. All right, so we don't actually want to graph secant. What we want to graph is the one it goes with, which is cosine. And we're going to factor out a 3 here. All right, so what we've got going on, we've got our cosine graph. I'm going to use the same scale that I have been using, but just in the interests of clutter. So here is pi over 2, pi, 3 pi over 2, and 2 pi. We've got an amplitude of 3, so my high points and my low points are going to be 3 and negative 3 respectively. I'm not going to do the plus 7. I trust that you guys can do the plus 7. All right, so here's my cosine with just the amplitude, not with the vertical shift. I'm not going to do the vertical shift with you guys. Here is 3, so my period is going to be 2 pi over this 3 right here. So in other words, it's going to be 2 pi over 3. Now, if this is 3 pi over 2 pi, pi over 2, 2 pi over 3 happens right about here. I'm going to be a little bit imprecise. On your guys, you have some more flexibility with your graphs. But it says that my beginning point is going to be the same. My ending point is at about 2 pi over 3. That's right about here. I'm going to be a little bit imprecise. We hit the bottom point halfway in between them. We hit our zeros. Well, in your case, guys' case, positive 7s right in between them. So here's our cosine graph with all the frills. So what we've got to do is everywhere it's going to hit this midline right here comes a vertical asymptote. Your vertical asymptotes always come wherever you hit the midlines. Now this is a secant, so the same goes for cosecant, but these kinds of graphs are bouncy. It's going to bounce off of the high points and the low points of your graphs. So the only difference between a secant and a cosecant graph is whether you graph sine first or cosine first. Everything else comes the same way.